excited for the win tonight. Certainly really excited for our seniors on senior day to go out with a victory in Assembly Hall. They've meant a lot to me personally, but to this program. And since we took over 2 years ago, have instantly had buy-in from them on everything from our philosophies off the court, in that locker room, and then also on the court. And we have a lot of young kids that contribute on the floor, and they played their heart and souls out for that senior class today, and all 5 seniors contributed in their own way today. So I'm really excited about the win. 2 years ago, 3 of those seniors had, 4 of those seniors had just completed a 6-win season, and for us not to be done yet, but to have 18 wins and triple that win total in just 2 years, really proud of their perseverance to keep plugging away. And obviously with the addition of Tab, having a dream to come and be a player in the Big Ten and contribute to Indiana, and she has. And so really excited. That Illinois team had a week to prepare for us. They had their bye week. We were disappointed that we couldn't get to the finish line after playing well against 2 nationally ranked teams and having a halftime lead against Michigan. And we were fragile. Our psyche was fragile because of those 3 losses, despite playing well in each one of those games and stretches. So this will go a long way for our confidence with 2 games to go. And again, really excited for the seniors, and what a great crowd to play in front of their last regular season game in Assembly.
Any idea what this does for a potential postseason bid?
You know, you never want to leave it up to committees and people, but I believe that win truly enhances a good resume for not only the WNIT but the WBI. We still have games to go. We still have dreams of winning the Big Ten tournament and going to the NCAA tournament, no question. But I believe that win and getting to 18 wins in a conference like the Big Ten goes a long way for your resume. We'll stay somewhere in the low 60s RPI after today. So with 1 week to go in the regular season, to have an RPI in the low 60s, maybe, I'm going to just guess, but low 60s is really fun. It's really fun to think that that's where we're at with 1 week to go in the season.
Coach, last game in the second half, shooting became kind of a difficult spot for you guys, but you opened the game on a 20-5 run. How big was that start for you guys just after struggling the last half? You guys were out there, come out strong in this game.
It was good for our confidence, and I think you hit it on the head. And we haven't played terribly in the first halves. We've had a lot of first half leads. We've gone into early second half with leads, but we haven't played well the last 12 minutes of the games recently. That's when Nebraska stretched it out. It was a run late in the second half that Penn State finally got a cushion, and then we know that we didn't play a great second half against Michigan. So we really talked about trying to play a complete game in the second half and shoot better, and one of the things was not just settling for threes and being determined to get to the foul line, being determined to get points in the paint, and taking good threes. And our percentage tonight from the arc was great. Our percentage of attempts was better tonight, that we didn't live and die by the 3, that we actually got the ball to the rim and got the ball inside. And I think we're a much more successful team when we can have better balance. Coming into the game in Big Ten play, we were taking about 38% of our shots were threes. That's too high. It puts too much pressure on you to shoot the ball so well from the arc. And tonight, against a team that's undersized and a team without their starting center, we did a good job of getting better balance of points in the paint and then timely threes.
Coach, you guys had 42 points in the paint. That's over half the team's points. Just how crucial was that for you guys tonight?
Huge. And Simone was big, and we rotated a lot of post players in. And like I said, that balance, we're a much better team when we can get points in the paint and not just rely on three-point shooting.
Coach, you mentioned that you need to find a game where all 5 players in the court are playing well together. Did you have that tonight? Is that what you were looking for?
We weren't perfect, but we were better. But the perfectionist in me wants more points from the bench now. That's the way I'm wired. But we got a lot of points out of our starters tonight. They all played well in stretches. I thought we got a lot of energy off the bench. Andrea Neubauer has deserved to play this whole year with her work ethic in practice. And she caught in a little bit of a numbers game, and I like scoring mentality guards, and she's more of a pass-first guard, but she's deserved to play. And I told her down the stretch that I was going to give her some play, and I thought she played really hard tonight. But we can't lose Carly in the process. Carly's a microwave oven for us. I mean, she can really heat up, and she's a valuable kid off the bench for us. And her minutes got tweaked a little bit tonight. I know she's disappointed, wanted to play more, but it was a good team win.
Coach, you had 24 points off of turnovers. Was it kind of your plan to push the tempo and get out early, especially in transition?
We wanted to run early in transition. We got 2 breakaway layups off of steals early in the game and gave us confidence that we could get in some passing lanes. I didn't think we got as many deflections down the stretch or in the second half, but I thought our defense was really aggressive early, and we got a lot of deflections, which set the tempo and set the game to get off to an early lead. And it was all about deflections and steals, and we came out that way. Our defense wasn't great. Our shooting percentages, we kept them lower. That's one of our better shooting percentage defensive games in a while, but we weren't perfect. There was still some scout mistakes. There were still some fundamental mistakes, but we survived them because we had a cushion.
Before you talked about wanting to send this group of seniors off for the postseason bid in their career, what does it mean to you knowing that with this victory you're that much closer?
It's huge. Where they've come from is remarkable. Their effort, their buy-in, their character. Nothing better than to be able to end their careers with a postseason bid, and I think we're that much closer and feel more confident about it. And now we get to go play the underdog role on 2 road games to finish up the season, just to continue to try to enhance our resume. And tomorrow someone will win that Ohio State Northwestern game, but we will be tied for 8th place in the Big Ten with 1 week to go in the regular season. There's no one, not one person that follows women's basketball in the Big Ten that thought we would be anything but 12th. So to be 8th with 1 week to go, we're really excited about what we've achieved, but we're not done. We're going to fight in those 2 road games, and we're going to prepare hard, not just to be a one-and-done team up in Indy. We're going to continue to try to peak and be playing our best basketball before March gets here.
Now, you mentioned your standing in the Big Ten. You've talked about how the expectations from the outside have been pretty low coming into the season. Has this team exceeded your expectations?
Absolutely. And, we all of a sudden we changed, and all of a sudden we talked about one more big win, another big win to enhance the resume. And I didn't want to talk about wins. I wanted to talk about the process. I wanted to talk about it. But they came to me, a few players came to me and said, we can handle this pressure, coach. Talk about specifics on what you think we need to do to be a postseason team. They asked for it, and they said it will not be too much pressure for us. So for the first time recently, we started talking about standings. We started talking about what these last 3 games could do and what our resume looks like, and tried to educate them on what committees look at. And so we started talking about it, which they handled it, and I think energized them, knowing how much one more win or a few more wins would go in enhancing their resume.
Last one? Thanks.
And again, shout out to the crowd tonight. It's been a great year. It's not been an easy winter to always get out here to support us and to watch the growth in that arena, to watch the buzz and the excitement in that arena. I'm really excited about our fan base, and I can't thank them enough.